Hi, such a pleasure to be able to speak to you today. How are you doing?
I'm good there, Selina.
Okay, good. Were you nervous at all to join the show in the second season?
Uh, yes and no. I mean, you're really on an adventure with this one. As much as, it's my first ever sci-fi in that respect. And there was a real sense of, I was inspired as much as invigorated to do something like this. I'd never done anything like it. So
Have you,
nervous, no, but challenging and looking forward to it very much so.
had you seen the first season before
Yeah.
you signed up?
Uh, I hadn't seen the first season. As soon as that, I knew that I was going up and doing it, and then I watched the whole lot.
Did you look for clues? I mean, your character's in it, played by a younger actor. Did you take notes on
Yes,
Polly?
I did. That's when you start taking the notes down and seeing the production of it and the character itself. Uh, I knew in the novels the existence of the character as well because I started reading them. And but looking at the character in those early season one was really useful as well.
And we're introduced to your version of the character, binge drinking, being hungover. It was so interesting because, as you mentioned, it's sci-fi. It's very different, but these are very human elements that we all know. So even though the world is quite outlandish, this element of substance abuse and of religion, of seeking to look for answers in religion, is very universal. Was that probably your approach? To take this
Absolutely. No,
human.
no, it was there. And that's what I really, really enjoyed about the production itself. It had its roots based in realities and the humanity. And you could easily relate to that in the present condition as well, where we are. Whereas as human beings, where we are, and our development and our ideas. So it doesn't really go too far from you. It keeps very close to you as a piece of work, and you want to bring that in within that character. Yes, he does have all these vices, but that makes it more interesting and more real for me playing it. Because you can look at those vices as flaws within the character, but at the same time they can be positively looked at upon something when you have these kind of flaws within Polly, and I think that's what I loved about it. As much as you can have this epic cosmic sort of size of it, and trying to create those worlds, but its roots are very much kind of in those realities of contemporariness of today, I would say.
Absolutely. And as for the religious part, I mean, did you look at real life
Yeah,
speakers?
you have to see with characters like Polly, you have to bring them home to yourself. Any character that that has that feeling of change or
Mhm.
wanting change um, in society as well. So you have to bring that home. That's part of my work anyway. Uh, and I think he is there for the people, and his ideas are revolutionary, and at the same time quite challenging, uh, uh, and belief of what the future can hold for Foundation. And we need. I think that's what you're playing against within the other characters within this group, whether it be Empire or even be Selden. You are playing against those because he wants equality and the right of humanity for that existence. See, and that's what I loved about Polly, his approach of that. But he really wears his heart on his sleeve as well. He and again, it's great. Somebody who's emotional in that aspect of it, and the belief of faith, as much as the belief of hope for humanity he carries with him. Uh, so it's been beautifully constructed in that way, this piece of work, that you don't actually have to look deeply into the universe when it sits at home really well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking time to speak with me.